Prince
1 to 2 feet of elevation above ground level expected in low-lying areas due to tidal flooding. Where? Shoreline in southern Baltimore County and the city of Baltimore. When? Until 9 p.m. this evening, especially around the time of high tide. Impacts. At 4.25 feet, the concrete promenade at Fells Point begins to flood. Water also begins to cover the boardwalk at the Maritime Park water taxi stop. Thames Street is flooded, and much of the promenade in the Inner Harbor is flooded. At 3.8 feet, water covers yards and approaches homes in the Bowley's Quarters area. Additional details, tides up to 3 feet above normal. The next high tide at Fort McHenry, Baltimore is at 12:19 a.m. The next high tide at Bowley Bar is at 1:24 a.m. Take the necessary actions to protect flood-prone property. If travel is required, do not drive around barricades or through water of unknown depth. The National Weather Service in Sterling, Virginia has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northwestern Anne Arundel County in central Maryland, southeastern Howard County in central Maryland, east central Montgomery County in central Maryland, north central Prince George's County in central Maryland, until 2:45 p.m. At 2:18 p.m. The National Weather Service in Sterling, Virginia has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northwestern Anne Arundel County in central Maryland, southeastern Howard County in central Maryland, east central Montgomery County in central Maryland, north central Prince George's County in central Maryland, until 2:45 p.m. At 2:18 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located near Fairland, or near Olney, moving east at 60 miles per hour. This is a very dangerous storm. Hazard, 80 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, expects considerable damage to trees and power lines. Your life is at significant risk if outdoors. In addition to some trees falling into homes, wind damage is possible to roofs, sheds, open garages, and mobile homes. Locations impacted include Columbia, Severn, Elk Ridge, Odenton, Laurel, Fairland, Fort Meade, Savage, Guilford, Skaggsville, Cloverly, Burtonsville, Jessup, Savage, Fulton, Spencerville, Highland, Edner, Ashton, Harmons, and Georgetown. A tornado watch remains in effect until 6 p.m. for central Maryland. Remain alert for a possible tornado. Tornadoes can develop quickly from severe thunderstorms. If you spot a tornado, go at once into the basement or small central room in a sturdy structure. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. The National Weather Service in Sterling, Virginia has issued a special marine warning for Chesapeake Bay from Pools Island to Sandy Point, Maryland, Chesapeake Bay north of Pools Island, Maryland, Chester River to Queenstown, Maryland, Patapsco River including Baltimore Harbor, until 4:15 p.m. At 2:19 p.m., severe thunderstorms capable of producing waterspouts were located along a line extending from 22 nautical miles northwest of Gunpowder River to 17 nautical miles northeast of Key Bridge, moving east at 30 knots. Hazard, wind gusts in excess of 50 knots, waterspouts possible, and large hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, boaters could easily be thrown overboard by suddenly higher wind and waves capsizing their vessel. Boats could suffer significant damage in high winds and hail. Waterspouts can easily overturn boats and create locally hazardous seas. Locations impacted include Fort Smallwood State Park, Turkey Point, North Point State Park, Hart Miller Island, Chester River, Gibson Island, Bodkin Point, Pools Island, Spissivy Island, Love Point, Gunpowder River, Sandy Point State Park, Baltimore Light, Severn River, 7 Foot No, Pinehurst, Naval Academy, and Aberdeen Proving Ground. A tornado watch remains in effect until 6 p.m. for central and northern Maryland and adjacent coastal waters. Move to safe harbor immediately as gusty winds and high waves are expected. Thunderstorms can produce sudden water spouts. Water spouts can easily overturn boats and create locally hazardous seas. Seek safe harbor immediately. Report severe weather to the Coast Guard or the National Weather Service. Tornado watch number